Hello again, military fans. I was really let down by this Kyosho of the Mutt uh, Jeep replacement, the Korean War type of Jeep. This thing is out of scale. It's more like 157 scale, if I recall. It's not 164. It's just too big. I went and got this one at the same time. Let's see if this one's better. This is a Komatsu LAV, and so let's just go to the dimensions already. So I couldn't find a wheelbase specified, but I found an overall length of 4.4 meters, which is 4,400 millimeters, in case you can't do simple math. Let's see, overall, so 68.86, so I'm going to punch that into 4,400. Alright, so this is 164 scale. I don't know what went wrong with that Jeep. It's really weird. Okay, so pleasantly this is to scale, but I did buy this broken. It is missing one of these. Well, the mirror broke off, which I can totally understand. I bought it loose off eBay. It also seems to be chipped up there, but I figure it's a military vehicle, so it can look abused. It won't really bother me so much. Say it was shot at. Alright, so let's compare these photos. Wheels look pretty good. Nice little camo paint job. So this Komatsu is a big heavy industry company in Japan. They make mining, construction, and obviously military vehicles. These things cost around 30 million yen, which is like $250,000 in today's money. And Komatsu has said they're not going to develop this vehicle any further. There's just no profit in it. So this vehicle was designed in 1997 but put into service in 2002 in the Iraq War. And let's see what else I learned here. Around almost 2,000 of them were made. Weighs 4,500 kilos, so it's pretty heavy, and supposedly it's bulletproof against machine gun fire, like 7.62 AK-47 kind of stuff. Alright, it has a range of 500 kilos and a maximum speed of 100 kilometers an hour, which is more or less like 60 miles per hour, right? Or 70 miles per hour. That's all I learned from Wikipedia. It's questionable if any of that's correct. Alright, let's see. These wheels are fantastic. They look very similar to those photographs. Actually, not 100. Well, yeah, they do. At first, I was missing the big perimeter bolts, but they're there, and then small perimeter bolts. And then I think this little thing indicates it's probably like a central air pneumatic system to lower the pressure or raise the pressure. And there's probably, yep, air passing between those little holes, so that looks good. And I've never seen these tires before. They're huge, and they do have some tread blocks. Interesting treads, opposing chevrons or something. Kyosho says what it is. What's weird is it doesn't say Komatsu. The reason being is because LAV is an acronym used by almost every military company. So many military companies make LAVs. I mean, light armored vehicle, that's like a lot of military vehicles, so I don't understand why they wouldn't write Komatsu there. Strange. It is press fit together, so well, I'm not sure why you would mod it, but that would be problematic. Alright, so this axle looks pretty jacked up or something. Yeah, look at that tire spin. Yeah, both of them are really messed up, or the tires just aren't on right. Alright, well, anyways, no big deal. Okay, so a lot of molded in details here. We got, bolts or rivet marks here for all the door hinges. The handles are sticking out. The door itself is sticking out because it's just the way the armored design is. Bulletproof glass. And a giant flange, probably to keep out like tear gas and stuff like that. It's probably a giant rubber gasket behind this flange, if I had to guess. Some hinges here. There's probably like some steel covers that could be going on there. Some sort of ventilation here, probably the air filter. You have an orange for the side marker. This front fender flare is interesting. It sticks out a little bit and then carries into a mud guard. Going to the front, we have plastic lenses with actual, line details like the Fresnel lensing. Those turn markers are just painted though, a little orange and just a bump there. And then, you know, these would probably be tow hook attachment points. Alright. Probably a radiator vent that opens and closes depending on whether it's being shot at. Some ribs for strength or someone's pleasure. Yeah, there you go. More. Bunch of hatches. I'm gonna guess these are engine axis hatches because you got the people back there. And then I'm gonna guess there's probably some steel covers that can go over these windows as well because there's hinges here, but obviously the Kyosho didn't put them on there. This has top-mounted wiper blades, just raised and painted black, it looks like. I'm not sure what these little protrusions would be. Alright. There's a hatch here for a top gunner. Not Tom Cruise, someone with a machine gun up top. Smoke emitters, smoke dischargers here. And then we have a separate piece for a shovel, which is a nice touch. On that other Kyosho, it's just molded in poorly. But this one actually has better dimensionality. It is chipped, being a used model, but, you know, being a military truck, I don't care so much. In fact, I'll just roll it around. Alright. Nice clear window in the back, and then more molded details, giant flange, door handle, the hinges. There's a little tampo printing here. I wonder if it's legible. No, but it's probably like the specs, you know. They probably have a aluminum plate that's etched with whatever the specs of the vehicle are. The taillights are great. There's some texture, and then you got that 3 color separation there. A little orange here. Muffler is nice, dimensional, separate plastic can, maybe. I guess it has to be a separate piece. I don't think it'd be part of the bottom looking like that. More scratches, but it's a military vehicle. Not sure what this is. And then another tampo print there of a different badge. What these badges are, I don't know. Why would there be 2? Smoke emitters in a different shade of color, and looking good there. Alright. Oh, well, this is different. This has 2 press marks in the back. 2 rivets in the back, 1 in the front. I guess maybe just because of the width of it. It is securely in there, the base. Let's see, since it is a messed up axle. Well, it does roll though still. As it should. I mean, it's a giant truck with almost no chance of the tires rubbing anything with the giant gap there, so makes sense to me. Alright, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Mainly, I just like the fact that it's 164, so we can compare it to some other models, and it doesn't look ridiculous. Alright, so let's get the spin thing out. Let's just put this ridiculous thing up again. Look at that. How is it a tiny Jeep would be taller than an armored vehicle? It's just Kyosho. What are you thinking? You know, it makes no sense because Kyosho makes small models, so they're capable of making this correctly. Alright, so let's see. We got a different Kyosho of a Lambo LM002. I'm gonna guess that's proper. The Lambo's V12 powered, so that would be a big truck. Now, out of scale, though, is this Tomica. This says 162 scale on the bottom. This is an old rare one, a Cheetah from 1979, back when things were still made in Japan. And then I'm going to assume this Mini GT Land Rover Defender pickup is incorrect scale. And I guess that's it for today. So there's the plan view. Granted, this is out of scale. It's a little off 162. Alright. So this time around, very happy. Now this Kyosho military series, there was I think like either 4 or 6 castings. I think there was a Humvee type of vehicle, and then something a little smaller than this. I forget what it was. They're all part of the Japanese ground defense forces. If they come up at a decent price, I'll probably get them, and just hope that they're not, out of scale like that other one. So we'll give it another chance. Alright, well, thanks for watching, guys, and don't be a warmonger, but you can collect diecasts of them. Bye.